So I will never forget the day where I decided to stay in a relationship that was so toxic for me because I did not know one thing that could have helped me get out. So pay attention if this is you. I'll never forget sitting on the couch and me and my ex-boyfriend at the time were living together, and we got into another knockdown drag out fight. And I remember gripping the sides of the couch, and I was just sitting there like, Amanda, get out. Like, this is your time. Get out. Leave. Leave now. Leave now. Leave now. And I remember that sensation. It felt like it went on forever, but it was probably just a couple of seconds. And I remember looking at the bathroom door, and I watched him come out, and he went past me and said something terrible and walked into the kitchen. And I remember watching him walk past me, and it was like slow motion, and everything's like in me, like, get out now, get out now. But I was so afraid. My heart was just like pounding out of my chest. And I was looking at the door, and I was like, I could just get up and run right now. Like, why can't I just get up and run right now? But my body would not move. I was paralyzed, and I was gripping onto the side of the couch. And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, I have to get out now. If I don't, then I'm never going to leave. And guess what? I didn't get up. I stayed. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because had I known this one thing, had I known how to repair this one thing, I never would have stayed, and I would have gotten out of that relationship way before it went where it went. And this one thing is your attachment style. And your attachment style is what's put on you as a child so you can survive. Like, you learn how to attach to your provider so you can survive. So you become avoidant, insecure, or anxious or secure. And most of us, they say 50% of us are secure. That is a bunch of horse doo-doo, because I work with a lot of clients, right? And I've worked with hundreds of people. They are not secure. You're always a mixture of something. The goal of this channel, by the way, is to make you more secure. You're never going to be 100%. And if anybody tells you that they are, run for the hills, okay? Run, put your skates on and start skating out of that door immediately. I wanted to share that story with you because it's just one of many that I'm going to share with you about my own experience with relationships and how I was able to get out and stop attracting people. I date men, how to stop attracting men that were toxic and abusive and narcissistic, and how I was able to heal my disorganized attachment style. And we'll go into all of the attachment styles, and I'll teach you all about it, and what to look for and how to heal. But until you understand who you are and how you're contributing to attracting these kinds of people, then it's never going to change. And you're always going to be on this pendulum, right? And you're always going to be on this sinking boat instead of a pendulum. You're always going to be on a sinking boat trying to plug the same hole, right? Trying to just put more shit in this hole to plug it. And it doesn't work like that. It won't work like that. You're never going to heal it when you're with a narcissistic person that is sucking the energy out of you. The number one thing is you need to safely get out and leave this person. And I mean safely. I know there's a lot of people out there that are some really bad situations. So I want you to be careful and take care of yourself. But when you find the opportunity to leave, do it. Because that person's never going to change. They are never going to do anything for you that you want them to do. And we're going to go into this in different series that I'm going to do. But also, too, if you're a people pleaser and if you're an overgiver, it's really about you. It's not about them. You're not trying to please them. You're trying to get something for yourself. And that's stealing energy from people. We're going to talk about that. But that also keeps you stuck, too, because you're in this cycle of overgiving and people pleasing. And it doesn't ever people please, does it? It doesn't please them at all because you can't do anything right anyways, right? So the number one thing is get out while you can, and before it gets any worse, because it always does, and get out safely. And please subscribe to this channel because I'm going to teach you a lot about what I've learned in my own relationships and what I've learned through getting my own certification in attachment style. And I have like 8 or 9 different certifications in cognitive therapy and confidence training, and I'm trauma informed. I have been through the ringer, and this is, my own channel to help other people not go through what I did, if I could save you years, if I could save you a minute of going into a relationship with a person that's going to destroy your life, then I'm okay. I'm doing my job, because I don't want you to go through what I went through. And I don't want you to have to spend years and years and years in therapy, because therapy didn't help me. Understanding my attachment style helped me. Like really understanding why I was doing what I was doing, why I was attracting who I was attracting, and where it came from. Because once you see those things, you can't unsee it, right? So then you can start to go, oh, wait, I know why I'm doing that. And then you can stop yourself, because I have a lot of different tools that I'm also going to be showing you that's going to help you understand how, why, what, when, where. So you end the cycle of confusion and frustration, and you start to get into the cycle of understanding and healing and feeling good about yourself again, and clarity, and getting some of your pep back. Because if you are a person that's in a toxic relationship, you're probably really suffering right now and you don't know how to get out. So I'm going to help you do that. Okay. And we're also going to have a lot of fun on this channel too. This is not just about like toxicity. It's really about understanding why you're insecure, why you're jealous, why you're anxious, why you do the things you do when you're probably a really, really cool ass chick, right? You are so cool when you're not dating somebody, but the minute you start dating somebody, you go into this toxic cycle and you lose yourself, and you don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to tell people what you need, because you don't know what you need. You've never really zeroed in on what it is you actually need. And that is part of the problem, because I remember a therapist, this one therapist actually did help me. She was like, what do you need? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do I need? She's like, has anybody ever asked you that? I'm like, not that I remember, So you have to figure out what you need, and I'm going to help you figure that out. And we're going to have some really beautiful times together. Okay. I want to build a community full of very strong, ambitious, beautiful women, and uplift each other so we can really live the life that we want to live, and be secure in our lives and not attract the same bullshit anymore. So if you want to do that and you want to find your way through relationships, learn how to communicate better, just be more loving towards yourself, build self-trust, build confidence, build courage, build bravery, and you want to learn about your attachment style and how to end the suffering of your overthinking, I've got all that for you. Plus, I know about business and stuff like that, so we're going to be talking about that as well. And just what's going on in my life, I really want to share things with you so you can avoid the mistakes that I made. Okay, so thank you so much for being here, and make sure you subscribe and tell anybody else about this channel that you want, that needs the same kind of thing. If you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend that is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing and I need help, I'm your girl. Okay? Love you. Bye.